I'm being joined by two amazing Amazons. They're intelligent, efficient, beautiful and versatile architect. I have with me in the studio architect Chioma Wogu Ogbonna, fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects. She's the third vice president of NIA. And also with me in the studio is architect Moradeke Ogunriboye. She's a fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects, the immediate past honorary general secretary, the Nigerian Institute of Architects. Good to have you here, amazing Amazons.
Thank you.
All right, let me start with you, Architect Chioma. As a woman, what are the challenges you have overcome to fulfill your role in the industry?
Well, I would say for me, I've always had that dream as a child to become an architect. So I had trained myself along the way, to learn the ropes. I knew I was going in for something really tough, but I was determined to succeed. And the good news is that even while in school, I was the only female in my class. I took up the challenge and made sure I developed myself. I placed myself on industrial training under renowned architects. And at the end of the day, after my BSc, I came out as the best graduating student in BSc. And to the glory of God as well, I was actually the best graduating student again in MSc. So I was very determined to succeed among the men. I worked hard. It was just all about hard work and with God on my side. So I was determined and I succeeded as a student in the midst of those men.
How can we encourage more women participation in the construction industries? When you talk of the construction industry, the housing sector, the first thing that comes to mind is more of male-dominated. How can we encourage more women to participate?
Technology just gives them an edge. So where a woman would have been disadvantaged because she has to take care of family, maybe have a young family, you have a baby or something. Now people can work from home, they can work remotely, and that even in supervision of construction works, taking advantage of technology, either in preparing documentation for construction, or even in managing construction at any level. You can work with technology to get things done, and that therefore has reduced some of the limitations that we had as women.
Architect Chioma, what would be your advice to a young lady, a young girl, just out of school or still in school, trying to pursue a career in the construction industry?
I would advise such a young girl that she shouldn't be intimidated in any way by her male counterparts. She should remain focused, and that for her to have dreamt of becoming an architect, she must have a goal she wants to attain. And the field in construction industry or built environment is a level playing ground for everybody. And I will tell you, having been there for some years, the women are doing a lot better, with apologies to the men anyway. She should be encouraged, and when she sees those people, if we can make it, if we can surpass all challenges we faced over the years, she too can do it. Like Akdemo has said, technology has come into play, so it's a lot easier for them now. It's just for her to remain focused, like I've always said. Let her know that what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Okay, Architect Moradeke, what advice would you give to a woman who wishes to pursue a career in the construction industry? What would be your advice to such a young woman?
To be honest, it will be difficult for a woman who doesn't have the support of her husband. So the first thing I'll say, young ladies, you better get the support of the guy before you get into that relationship, because unless the career is not so important, but if your career is important, you need to be dealing with a guy who is interested in your career and wants to see you develop. Because to be honest, it's almost impossible if you cannot get the support of your husband or your family. You never can be fully satisfied if you don't do the whole 9 yards. You can't just sit in the office. You need to be ready to go to site, because then you can't even be a better professional if you do not know what it is that you have designed, is being put together. Either you're an architect, you're an engineer, even the cost consultants, who do budgeting. And if they do not go to sites to see how these things are actually being managed, you cannot be fully satisfied. You cannot be fulfilled, So any woman who is getting into the career, I would also echo what Architect Chema has said. There needs to be that focus, and you must set goals for yourself, because once you have set those goals and you're determined to, achieve them, then you will find a way.
Thank you so very much, beautiful Amazons, for your time on the program. All right, I've been speaking with Architect Chioma Wogogbona, Fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects. She is the 3rd Vice President of NIA, and also Architect Muradike Okunriboye, Fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects, the immediate past Honorary General Secretary, Nigerian Institute of